Test, test, test. A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost the traction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 702nd edition of TSR Primetime, your nightly dose of toxic masculinity. We are brought to you by the 49 Laws of Sharpe. My new ebook will jumpstart your masculine renaissance. Now, if you're a veteran of this community, the 49 Laws of Sharpe will serve as a refresher course and keep you, of course, from backsliding. If you want to be notified via SMS, via text the word LAW, that's L-A-W, LAW to 313-313. Again, that is LAW, Lima Alpha Whiskey, to 313-313. I would also like to announce that if you purchase the 49 Laws of Sharpe, as I look very red on the screen, I have no idea why that is, for all who purchase the 49 Laws of Sharpe, you will get 50% off of the audio version of the entire Womanese series. I did not stutter. Womanese is now an audio format and will be offered at half off for a limited time when you purchase the 49 Laws of Sharpe. So make sure you save that stimulus money you guys just got and make the best investment a man can make, which is investing in himself. It is Friday, January 8th of 2021. It is good to have you guys in this evening. We are streaming live to Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and of course, in crystal clear, 4K to Sharpe stream. Shout out to my guys in there. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Primetime a part of your evening. And of course, you guys know that on Fridays, I like to give you guys my 3 Friday rules. Those of you who are veterans of this community, you guys know what my 3 Friday rules are. Wrap your dipstick, call an Uber, and send that morning after text, guys. Send that morning after text, guys. Few things in this world can turn a man's life upside down quicker than a baby mama, a DUI, and or a false EPAR accusation spelled backwards. So be smart out there, guys. Use a condom. Don't drive drunk. Don't even drive a little bit buzzed, right? Don't drive drunk. Use a condom. Always text her in the morning that you totally enjoyed boinking her and that you would love to do it again even if you don't, and you will be saved a world of trouble. That whole ounce of prevention thing, right? Later on in the show, I'm going to announce a really cool giveaway that I'm going to be doing at the end of the month for my patrons. It's going to be very, very cool. You guys should stay tuned for that. I'm also going to be breaking down an article on bold.com, the gift that keeps on giving. And I just realized that my, give me 2 seconds here, guys. The gift that keeps on giving. The gift that keeps on giving is going to be the focus of tonight's show again. Also, David West reached out to me today. He left something in the comments Dev told me about it, and David wants to talk. And listen, guys, listen. I've never had anything against David West. He had my respect when he called me up. I put his feet to the fire. He withstood the fire. He bent the knee, but hey, he called in, which is a lot more than I can say about most people who I guess cross swords with. But I think it's going to be a good conversation. Listen, David is a reasonable guy. David's a smart guy. I think David understands probably a lot more than he is maybe letting on. That doesn't mean that he is being disingenuous with his wife or anything like that. But the two of us, we are going to have a discuss. At least this is what I'm planning on. We are going to have a discussion on the air, and I think what he wants to explain is his point of view from, I guess, maybe a Christianity standpoint, right? He wants to explain to me why he disagrees with some of the things I say based on Christianity. So this is going to be an extremely informative discussion for Mr. West. And I'm not saying that facetiously. Like, I'm not looking to make him look stupid. And listen, man, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll learn something from him. Maybe I will. I'm not going to make it easy on him. I'm not going to agree with things that I don't agree with, right? But by the same token, I think that he and I can have, I think we can have an educated discussion. We're two grown men. And listen, man, there are content creators out there who have talked shit about me. Not that David did, but there have been content creators out there who I know who have talked shit about me, never received so much as a text message before they went on and talked a bunch of junk, right? David West has now done this twice. So listen, he's got my respect in that regard. He's got my respect. No, we're not going to need a moderator. I think, and this isn't Donovan Sharpe versus David West. No, David and I are on the same team. And I think David clearly, I think he understands that. I think that he would acknowledge that. And I think that, and like I said, man, you have to understand, not that this is an excuse, but today's married men can't really, even if they are aware of what we're aware of, to stay in YouTube algorithm's good graces, there are certain things that you can't verbally acknowledge in front of your woman, right? Well, listen, be that as it may, I'm going to push him. And I think this is going to be a good discussion. Hopefully I'll learn something from him because he seems like a smart guy. He doesn't seem like an idiot. He seems very intelligent. Listen, like I said, he's got the perfect life. And that's the first thing I'm going to ask him when we're on. Dude, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? You and your wife you're a good looking dude. You have a hot wife. You know, even your kids are cute. Why are you guys sticking your nose in this stuff? Right. So that'll be fun. I have no idea when that's going to be. David reached out today. Devin is being the liaison between the two of us because, of course, I've got 100 other things that I need to be doing. But I'm definitely looking forward to that. Shout out to my Sharpe stream crew. Of course, Devin is in here still complaining about her trainer. Pardon me. Her trainer kicked her you-know-what yesterday. Devin is actually going to be doing powerlifting. I think she probably wants to, she's thinking about doing powerlifting competitions, right? Because Devin is physically the strongest woman I have ever been with. Like she has physical, like real physical strength. And it would not surprise me. I think Dev, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think you've deadlifted 175 before, if I'm not mistaken. I think I went down there and I saw that. I think I went down there and I saw that, but yeah. I think she's pulled like 175 or something like that, some crazy number like that. Which is, listen, that's good for a woman, like straight up, man. That's not easy to do for a girl. So we'll see we'll see where that goes. Big thanks goes out to Lorenzo Rock with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Marsky B, $20 says, "Hey brother, thank you for sticking your neck out and doing this work. A lot of us cannot express this men-saving knowledge for fear of loss of our livelihoods. Shout out to the Coach Gang and Alpha Male Strategies." Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, listen. Coach Greg Adams, CGA, he's as good as they come. He's one of the best in the business. He's actually getting really, really good on his live streams, man. Like, every once in a while, I probably watch him twice. Like, the guys I watch the most, I watch Joker every day. I haven't watched AMS in a while. I probably need to start watching him a little bit. But I watch Joker the most. CGA is probably number 2. Lately, it's been Myron Gaines because he has gone viral once again. And but watching Coach Greg Adams on the air, it is clear that he has worked on his craft. Like, he is really, really good live on the air now. He's fantastic. So shout out to him for, just getting better as a simple byproduct of experience, right? Like, listen, the more you do something, the more experience you're going to get. The better you're going to get. So, so shout out to him. Technomage B5 with the $20 super chat says, I second at Marsky B's super chat. Dallas Cowboys with the $5 super chat. King Life in the chat says, David is definitely well informed, but he then says things that he has to realize that his fellow men are hearing and will judge him for it. Right. Exactly. Listen, dude, I put his feet to the fire, man. And I'm not backing down. Listen, I like David. I think, like I said, man, well, I said on yesterday's stream, that's a good dude, man. David is a good man. He's a good family man. And listen, man, I'm not the most religious guy in the world, but dude, he's a good, strong Christian man. He's got a pretty wife and cute kids. It doesn't get any better than that. Hell, the dude lives in Oregon, right? I mean, it may as well be Pleasantville, USA. But that being said, I stand by everything I said. I think his wife is bored. And the reason why we know she's bored is because she's seeking attention outside of the family and the relationship. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not trying to make David look stupid. I'm not trying to win a debate or an argument. I'm simply going to put forth my points of view. He can either buy into them or not. But who knows? Maybe we'll both learn something when we talk. We'll see. Pardon me. Lorenzo says AMS puts out videos once in a while. Yeah, right, exactly. So he doesn't put them out as much as he used to, but nor really should he. I mean, the guy's a freaking bona fide millionaire. So anyway, let us get to today's topic. Let me push the right button here. Wait, where's the button? Oh, there it is. There we go. So I recently came across an article entitled, Why Women Have Such a Hard Time Finding Love. Now, let me hit the record button. Now, this made me laugh out loud because today's modern women seem to have every excuse under the sun. Pardon me. Jesus Christ, pardon me. They have every excuse under the sun as to why they are single. Right? We've heard them all. There are no good guys left. Guys are impossible to deal with. I'm too busy. I'm too jaded. I'm too this. I'm too that. Guys are this. Guys are that. List is endless. Well, guess what? It looks like women have found yet another excuse as to why they keep getting passed up while still getting passed around. This excuse? Well, they're just too darn smart. So smart, in fact, that it is damn near impossible for them to find a man with their cerebral brawn. Now, the reason I laughed at the title of this, guys, is because most girls these days are simple. Okay, they're basic bitches. They're not these complex intellectuals who think in abstract ways that only the most astute philosophers can even begin to comprehend. No. Most girls, about as simple as a paper cup. And they know this. Now, knowing this about themselves, they're always sort of trying to prove to everyone how intelligent and how intellectual they are. Now, they fail miserably, of course, but it's always, to me, it's always a great time watching them try, right? Like, listen, to be honest, I actually think it's kind of cute, in a pathetic sort of way, but I digress. So the article is written by Angelica Bottaro and published on a website that is responsible for influencing most of the Noitrobas spelled backwards in this part of the world, and that is bold.com. And guys, I know, it always seems to be this website, right? But truth be told, these broads make it way too easy with articles like this. So let's go ahead and dive right in, guys. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Finding true love is one of the hardest things to do for most people, Miss Bottaro starts. It's a rarity of the world that only a lucky few get to truly experience. However, for some reason, smart women, or women with a more intellectual approach to life, tend to have an even harder time finding someone to share their lives with than others. Why is this the case? She asks. You know, it's very interesting that modern women have no idea that there is a huge difference between being educated and actually being intelligent. Okay, we got a lot of women running around with college degrees, dumb as a box of rocks, right? Dumb as a baseball bat. But they believe that they are educated. They believe that if they are educated, then it must also mean that they are intelligent. Listen, guys, getting your typical 4-year degree in this part of the world requires a few basic tools. The ability to read and write, a slightly above average memory, and the capacity to regurgitate said information verbally, on paper, on a keyboard, etc. That's about it. So congratulations, ladies. The world knows that you can read, write, memorize, and repeat what you have memorized. But I got news for you. That doesn't make you intelligent. Hell, it barely makes you educated. So if you want to increase your odds of finding love, me personally, listen, ladies, you don't have to listen to me. But if you are, me personally, I would strongly advise you to shelve the fake scholarly act simply because you have an overpriced piece of paper you think gives you permission to embellish your intellectual capacity. We don't want to date Madame freaking Curie, okay? We want to date girls who actually like, I don't know, being girls. If you happen to have above average intellect, cool, man, it's all good. Let the good times roll, man. I'm not mad at you. But trust me when I tell you, that is not the most important thing when it comes to selecting a mate, at least not as far as men are concerned. So let's go down here to number one. Number one, she says, authenticity. Authenticity scares people. I can't get it all on there at once, but that is quite all right. Smart women know who they are and will never compromise on it. They're authentic to their cores because they know their strengths, weaknesses, and what they need to do to continue working on themselves. When an inauthentic person encounters a woman who is that true to herself, it can be hard to deal with. Listen, I'm not sure what authenticity has to do with being smart, but I will say this. Anytime a woman describes herself as authentic, it just means she's difficult to deal with, guys. I'm authentic means I lack the requisite temperance to filter myself. And you see this all the time. Like, women like this, usually loud, brash, rude, otherwise difficult to deal with. Guys, they act like this under the guise of authenticity. So, listen, if you ever meet or date or whatever a woman that says that she is authentic, guys, be prepared for a female who acts like a female dog. Fair warning. Number two, they stay true to their standards. She continues, most women have a general idea of what they're looking for in a partner. Some of us even have little checklists, you think? But oftentimes, when the initial attraction stage sets in, those standards fall away in the face of those rose-colored glasses and a seriously hot bod. Smart women don't get blinded by lust's light, though, and if a person doesn't meet their expectations, they're not likely to stick around. Do you guys see how Angelica just told on herself? She just gave herself away as the typical westernized female who has made very bad decisions with very good-looking guys. Now, this isn't surprising because this is just how women are, at least when they're in their 20s. They start looking for other things when those hot guys no longer pay them attention. But when they're young and hot, they're not looking for Mr. Right. They're looking for Mr. Right now. Now, where she completely went wrong is the way she is trying to convince us that women who are smart are somehow completely impervious to the way a man looks. And that's just ridiculous, guys. Listen. You don't think Margaret Thatcher got wet at the sight of a good-looking guy? You don't think Madame Curie would fantasize about getting pounded out by the guy who delivers, I don't know, her chemicals? If he were tall, dark, and handsome? Of course she would. And it has nothing to do with her intelligence. What Angelica Bottaro is attempting to do here is to remove female nature from the female, and that simply can't be done. Intelligence doesn't tamp down a woman's natural instinct to want to mate with the best possible male specimen available to her any more than it blinds us to a woman's physical beauty. And see, this is one of the main differences between men and women, guys. We as men, we are very honest and upfront about our nature. When women say to us, you just like her because she's hot, we're like, yeah, pretty much. You're so shallow. And we're like, some 2 for 2. We as men, we have absolutely zero problem admitting that we are motivated to pursue women based solely on the way that they look. Women, on the other hand, they hate it when they're accused of being shallow. And the reason why is because they know that they're attracted to much more than a man's looks. Yes, guys, yes, looks do matter to women. It is what it is. But not as much as it does to men. So when a woman bases her romantic options solely on the way a man looks, it shows the world that she is anything but intelligent as far as her love life is concerned. This is exactly why they always deny that looks do matter, even if it matters the tiniest bit. So the bottom line here with number 2 is that it doesn't matter how smart a woman is. If she sees a hot guy, she's going to want to smash him. And the hotter he is, the more likely she is to stick around. This is basic math. We're going to skip over number 3 because number 3 in all of these articles is the best dating relationship advice on the web. Wow. Would you ever take dating advice from both? Oh my God, dude. And it's funny, they give these girls dating advice so they can end up right back here on bold.com. Can't make this stuff up. Number 4, they don't need a partner even when they want one. Here we go. Smart women, she continues, do it all for themselves. They handle business, money, and home life without any help. They know what it takes to be successful in life, and they know that a partner has to add to their already rich life. They don't need someone there for any reason other than love, and that can make it that much harder to find. I swear, guys. Dude, I swear, man. Every single article on this ridiculous website has at least one section that says, I don't need a man in some kind of way, right? I don't need a man is in there in some way, shape, or form. But let's talk about what she just said here, right? Super ambitious women do handle it all for themselves. But that is exactly what makes it hard for them on the dating market. Kevin Samuels and I talked about this on yesterday's live stream. When a woman makes her way up the corporate ladder, guys, what she will quickly figure out is that you do have to exhibit masculine traits on a regular basis if you want to be successful, right? When they get to that point, they have a choice. They can either sacrifice their femininity for ambition, or they can hit the eject button and find another profession where true femininity doesn't hinder progress. Better than 9 out of 10 women, guys, choose the former over the latter. And what this has done is this has created an entire generation of women who have quite literally forgotten how to be a lady. And listen, when these women are out looking for a man, they have no idea that their masculine disposition, which they have to exhibit in the workplace on a regular basis, is the very thing that repels the men that they want. So Ms. Pitaro is actually half right here, right? But not for the reason that she would lead you to believe. Yes, yes. Higher earning women have a much more difficult time on the dating market. But it has more to do with the fact that these women act like men than it actually does to do with their intelligence. Just because a woman makes a lot of money does not mean that she's intelligent, guys. And here's another question. Since when do women forego pursuing what they want and actually pursue what they need? Yeah, how about never? Well, I don't know, not never. I mean, they do pursue what they need when they no longer can have what they want. Be that as it may, today's women have neither the temperance nor the self-control to refrain from getting passed around by hot alpha guys. You know, the kinds of guys they want. This, again, guys, this is another example of Angelica trying to say that intelligence somehow disables female programming, which we all know to be 100% BS. All right, let's check the super chats here. 862 people in here watching. How many likes do we have? I'm going to start. You know what? I'm going to employ a strategy that Kevin and Myron both employ quite effectively. We got 875 people in here watching, guys. Okay, I need 60% engagement. This means I need. Let's do some math here. I'm gonna do it the nerdy way. I'm gonna do this the nerdy way. 872 people watching. I'm going to round this up. 900. I need 60% engagement. I need 540 likes, guys. I need 540 likes. If you are watching, hit the like button. I don't need, listen, I need 504. I need a combination of 540 likes or dislikes. Listen, if you hate the show, hit the thumbs down. Listen, I'll take 540 thumbs down. Do not care. I need 60%. Never mind. I'm going to give you guys a break. 50% engagement, guys. 450 likes. Combination of 450 likes and dislikes. Come on, hit the like button. If by the time I get done reading super chats, if we don't have enough likes, I'll be forced. Hang on, do I still have it on here? Hang on a second. I'll be forced to play the video of me singing Kevin Samuels' theme song, and I will absolutely do it. I will absolutely positively do it. 50% engagement, guys. I need a combination of 450 likes by the time I get done reading these super chats, guys. Commenting on Sharpe stream. I'm going to play that video, and I'm going to play it until I get to where I need to be. All right. Red Pill Mike with the $100 super chat. As always, he says, intelligence is and always has been an attractive quality in both men and women. If you truly believe that your abundance of intelligence is hindering you from finding a long-term relationship, your lack of intelligence is actually preventing you from recognizing the real issue. God damn. I swear to God, dude, Red Pill Mike really, really needs to do a blog. He needs to do a blog. Ed Lattimore, $10 says, Cat's in here really hitting the dislike button. Looks like you already got it here, though. God damn. Yo, y'all are like, we do not want to hear you sing. Oh, no. Listen, nobody wants this. Let's get that going. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. You guys do not want the Kevin Samuels theme song. You know, I'm secretly afraid that Kevin is going to use some of that audio during his live stream, because Kevin's going live at 10 o'clock tonight. He's going live at 10 o'clock tonight. And I hope he doesn't use, because he gets like 30,000 people in there watching. So people aren't going to know Donovan Sharpe for his content. Nope, that's Donovan Sharpe. Oh, yeah, that's the guy that horribly sang Kevin's theme song when he thought nobody was watching. Yeah, listen, man. Hey, look. Listen, likes are still going up. Likes are still going up. 486 likes. I didn't even have, yo. Red Pill Mike says you need to go on and voice and sing Purple Rain. Hey, Mike, I'll do it, man. Listen, don't tell me to do it, because I'll do it. Listen, I don't care. Like, dude, I like to sing. I mean, I'm a terrible singer. I still like to sing. That's what I do when I'm in here working. So thank you guys for the likes. 488 likes. When we get to the next stopping point, I'm going to need that engagement to be at 50%. So if you guys don't want me to threaten you with this, keep that engagement up and over 50%. Like, seriously, all jokes aside, guys, that keeps us good in the algorithm. This is what helps channels like this grow. So please hit the like button. If you want to hit the dislike button just for kicks and giggles, I have no problem with that. But I absolutely positively do appreciate what you guys do for me. Guys, again, the 49 Laws of Sharpe going to be out Monday, January 11th. The 49 Laws of Sharpe. Every person who buys a copy of the 49 Laws of Sharpe will get 50% off of the audio version of the entire Womanese series, the entire Womanese catalog. That's right, Womanese, the entire Womanese volumes 1, 2, and 3 on Monday will be released in audio form. And for a limited time, if you buy the 49 Laws of Sharpe, you get Womanese, the entire Womanese catalog, the audio version, at 50% off, for half off. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing it for 3 days, maybe 4. I might push it till Friday. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So just be sure and put that on your calendar. Save that stimulus money, guys. Save that stimulus money. That's all you got to do. Yeah, Dev wants me to show the video that she sent. The reason I'm not going to do that, Dev, is because that's definitely going to get me like a copyright thing. Dude, that's R. Kelly, T-Pain, Too Short. I mean, that's, Twist. I mean, everybody's in that. So I don't want to get community. I don't want to get copyright strike. I don't know. Listen, I'll definitely put it on Patreon. We'll see how that goes. The Sage is a Princess, $5. Says, wouldn't a certain degree of intellect lead a woman to lock down a good man, assuming her natural role in a relationship? Let me think. Intellect lead a woman to lock down a good man. Well, the Sage is a Princess. That depends upon how you define a good man, right? Because I think a lot, and I'm not trying to sidestep your question here, but intelligence is not required for a woman to do what's necessary to not become a cat lady. So intelligence doesn't have anything to do with a woman's romantic choices. She has a choice. She can either do what's good now or she can do what's good later. Most women choose to do what's good now and then suffer later. It is what it is. All right, let us continue. Let us continue with the article about why these genius women are just too smart to find love. Number 5, they're just too busy. She continues, smart women tend to be jacks of all trades. They're involved in work, extracurriculars, and hobbies, all of which they're passionate about. When a woman has a full life, it's hard to find time to go out there and search for love. This actually sounds, now that you're mentioning it, guys, this actually sounds like the female equivalent of the Sigma male. Right? The whole jack of all trades moniker, that's something that people have been disingenuously using for eons, as if to imply that they are literally good at everything they do. And just like the mythical Figma male, Miss Portaro doesn't talk about how these smart women tend to be the jacks of all trades. Sigma males just are. Well, apparently smart women just are. But something she's doing here is what women do all the time when it comes to determining the difference between men who are attractive and women who are attractive. And that is trying to sell us this idea that masculine traits are attractive on women. And this is the typical inverse projection that tells us not only how lost they are, but they're also telling us what they're attracted to. Women are always describing themselves as the men they want to attract. And listen, the reason they do this is because they read websites like Cosmo, Huffington Post, and of course, Bold. And all these sites tell them you must become what you want to attract, right? You must become what you want to attract. They tell these girls that the reason they're attracting D-bags is because they're giving off D-bag energy. And so in order to filter these guys out, they're told to be what you wish to attract. Now, we know that girls are allergic to anything resembling work. And to be fair, who can blame them? I mean, listen, they're handed everything for just being a woman. So to circumvent the work that it takes, they just say that they're driven and super competitive and hardworking without actually having these traits. But even if they did, let's just say a woman was all of these things. That's not attractive to men. That's attractive to women. Okay? A man who is busy and involved with all sorts of extracurriculars and hobbies is very attractive to a woman. The reason for this is that she can see that he's not thirsty or chasing women all the time. She knows that women are not a priority in his life, which makes him more attractive to her. But that same characteristic is anything but attractive in a woman. High caliber men don't want to date women who are busy all the time. If we're going to commit anything outside of our missile and 2 grenades to a woman, we make sure that we are going to be her top priority. A man who commits to a busy female will always be playing second fiddle to whatever and whoever the hell else she's doing. High value men don't play that, guys. Besides, guys, listen, if we're keeping it real, women aren't all that busy anyway. Dude, even high-earning women spend most of their days on their phones, on social media, shopping for new shoes and swiping for sausage on Tinder, right? Miss Susie CEO, guess what? She's swiping for sausage. She's collecting bones. She's buying Michael Kors shoes. She's spending too much money. That's all she's doing. Just because she works in a fancy office and happens to make more than the average woman does not mean that she's not every bit as daft as the girl who works at Starbucks. Don't let him fool you. Number 6. they think too much and can't stay in the moment. It's interesting. It is both a blessing and a curse, she says, to be able to think critically. However, there's a fine line between overthinking and being aware of all of these factors in any given situation. Smart women, she continues, tend to have overactive minds, which leads them to thinking of the future instead of living in the moment. This can hinder finding love because they consider all prospects to be future potentials, and honestly, most people just don't make that cut. Oh, good God. You serious with this? She serious with this? Is this chick actually trying to convince us that there are actually women out here who think about the future instead of living in the moment? Does she actually believe that we believe that women are even capable of thinking critically? And it's funny how she tries to play this up as a blessing and a curse, as if to imply that there are some women out here who understand both the pros and the cons of thinking critically. Guys, women like this don't exist. That's the bottom line. No matter how accomplished or intelligent a female is, all you have to do is take a look at her IG feed and you see that she is living the YOLO lifestyle. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. Not going to cap on that. But she's living that lifestyle every bit as much as the 21-year-old on spring break, guys. Understand this, gentlemen. Women grow old. They never grow up. And characteristics like thinking critically and thinking about the future rather than living in the moment are things that they will never do or be until, of course, they are no longer able to do any guy they see or be an epic bone collector. Fuck out of here with this nonsense, man. Nobody's buying this. Think critically. Oh, God, this chick. Number 7, they don't put all their stock into initial attraction. Ay. Oh, my God. Smart women, she says, know that there's a difference between chemistry and connection. And they're not going to get caught out in the rain because they confuse the two. Initial attraction is good and all, but it's not the only thing that matters. Okay, so now she's getting redundant here. Okay, she basically just repeated what she said in number 2, which was smart women who go for bad boys. Smart women don't go for bad boys because they know that bad boys are not good for them. So I will repeat myself and say again that women never stop chasing bad boys until bad boys stop chasing them. Period. I don't think there's any question about that. Number 8. Oh, here we go. Intelligence can be intimidating. Ay. It's a sad fact, but it's a fact nonetheless. Women with smarts are often tough to be around. They intimidate the heck out of people, and if you're around someone that makes you feel any sort of negative emotion, you're not likely interested in dating them. Some people just can't handle feeling emasculated. It's funny she says people, but she really means men, because you can't emasculate a woman. You would think that a woman of her psychological superior intellect would. Of course, she continues, it's not the case for all people, but because some adore women with actual smarts. And here we go with the womanist nonsense. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. He is changing the paradigm on that. Let me clue you in, ladies. Let me just, for any woman watching this, because I know that there are women who probably hate watch me. Looks like there are 7 right now. Men don't feel emasculated around women who are always trying to show off their intelligence. We feel a pain in our head caused by the incessant rambling of a female who doesn't know when to close her mouth. Okay? This isn't called intelligence. It's called annoying. Men of value don't want women who are tough to be around. Okay? And Miss Bataro continues to lead women astray by implying that being generally difficult to be around somehow shows intelligence. Girls reading this are like, well, listen, I'm as dumb as a baseball bat, but I know guys like women who are super smart. So how can I act like I'm smart if I'm really not? Oh, I know. I'll just be difficult, non-agreeable, and act like I don't give a damn, and guys will think I'm smart, which will make me irresistible. I'm so smart. Articles like this are exactly the reason women haven't course-corrected in this area, guys. Despite seeing proof all around them that men who are worth a damn don't put up with these kinds of shenanigans, they still listen to idiots like this. Number 9, she continues, they understand how relationships change. Okay, this will be interesting. They're not going to get involved with just anyone because they know that people change over time. They want to be sure that when they do give their hearts away, it will be with someone they can grow with. This is why we know Angelica Bottaro lacks the requisite intelligence to discuss intelligence. She's a dumbass. Okay. The heading said that smart women understand how relationships change over time. But then her explanation says that they know that people change over time. Newsflash, Angelica. Everybody knows that relationships change over time. Smart people, dumb people, hell, even cats and dogs know that relationships change over time. But nobody, regardless of their level of intelligence, can ever predict how any given relationship will change over time. Yes, people do change. But no one can ever predict how not only a person will change over time, but how their environment will change. Intelligence doesn't equal clairvoyance. But Miss Bottaro is too stupid to realize it, which is exactly why she thinks that smart women can somehow magically see into the future. Jesus Christ. Let's take a look at the chat. Only one Carter in Sharpe Stream says, hit the like button, it's free. We are well over 50% engagement, as we are now at 593 likes. You guys are not trying to see. Listen, man, I mean, listen, if you guys wanted to dip under 50, like, I'll play it for you. I ain't mad at you. Commando 1529 says, hey, all new here. Glad I finally joined. Welcome, Commando 1529. Welcome to the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood. Bonaventura in Sharpe Stream says, my whole paradigm is changing because of this knowledge. You can't imagine how grateful I am for this. Keep up the great work. Appreciate that. It's the reason I do it. It's the reason I do it, man. JB84 says, be fit, fun, and feminine like Kevin Samuel says. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff. JB84 says, we can't bang your degree. Apparently you can, because that's the way these bitches are acting. Oh no, maybe they'll get it at some point in time. Let's go up and check these super chats. ProMan1, $5. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. Hang on a second. Let me check something here. Oh, that's weird. Hang on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay, so we're good to go here. But are we good to go here? I am very, very much looking forward to moving. One of the many reasons I'm looking forward to moving is because my new studio is going to be big enough for me to have a staff. In other words, I'm not going to have to set everything up, right? Don't get me wrong, man. Listen, it's a labor of love. I actually do enjoy like setting up the graphics and all that other kind of stuff. It's actually pretty cool. I enjoy it I probably enjoy it more than I'm willing to admit. But I'll tell you what, man, it is very, very time consuming. And it's going to take me a while before I can actually give it up. Because I'm a psychopath when it comes to being meticulous, guys. It absolutely has to be right. And if it's not right, I lose my mind. I absolutely lose my mind. I'm surprised I haven't destroyed this studio yet. I've broken a couple of keyboards, actually. I think I've broken like 3 keyboards. 3 keyboards. I've broken a couple of mice. One small screen, I shattered that, but I knew that was already done. I've destroyed some property. It's not something I'm proud of, but it is what it is, man. It's who I am. Technomage B5 says with the $5 super, this is number 5. They're just too busy. Translation, bad time management skills, right? James Young, $5 says, hey guys, I'm a Sigma female. Oh boy. That Sigma male thing. Dude, those guys are still in my comments, dude. Dude, the person I have, I've hired 2 people to go through my comments. And like 2 days ago, one of them was like, by the way, like you're still getting Sigma male stuff. And it's funny because people think that Devin is actually reading the comments and moderating the comments. No, Devin doesn't do that, dude. Devin doesn't do that. I pay someone to log into Devin's account and moderate the comments. So when they're going back and forth with Devin, they think that she actually hears this stuff. It's hilarious. Whatever floats their boat. Marsky B, $10 super chat. Says, when women describe themselves as strong and intelligent and able to handle responsibilities at home and work, they're basically describing the average responsible man. There you go. There it is. Very well said. Hang on. Hey. I gotta listen to this. Dude, I am so proud. Listen, I am so proud of this theme song. I'm so proud of this theme to the 7. It is just, listen, I can't listen to it enough. I'm going to listen to it right now on the air. In fact, let me switch to camera 3 so you guys can see it. I'm so proud of this because dude. Let me see if you guys can see it. Oh, here we go. What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the season premiere of The 7. We are in Season 3. Happy New Year, everyone. It is 2021. I hope you guys had a safe and productive New Year. Freaking awesome, dude. I cannot watch that enough. That's one of the most, that's one of the most proud things. And guys, listen, I listen to my content all the time. Dude, I watch myself, listen to myself. Yes, I too am subscribed to my channel. I too am a patron. Rain Man says, hi, sir. Hey, sir, love your content. Did you find out where Mr. Samuels bought the metal, the spinning metal thing? I didn't. I think Devin did, but she's not telling. So. Adric Perez, $5, says, got the test guide. How much for the Womanese vids? Well, nothing right now because Womanese is not available. Womanese is only available for a limited time, and every time I release them, the price changes. The price goes up. I don't know what it's going to be for Volume 4. And by the way, I'm filming Womanese Volume 4 next weekend. This weekend, tomorrow, I will be joined in Studio B by none other than Jonathan of Modern Life Dating. Matter of fact, he should actually be landing about now. So, yeah, MLD should be landing, but he's going to be live in studio with your boy. I've been looking forward to meeting that guy for a while, man, because we've known each other for years, just never met him in person. So, you'll find out when it drops. I don't know how much I'm going to charge for the Womanese audio, but whatever I do, it's going to be 50% off. And the Womanese audio is going to be substantially less than the Womanese videos anyway. So, Geeky Anomaly, $5, says, intelligence is not intimidating. What is off-putting is an intelligent person who is a condescending a-hole, man or woman. Yeah, right. I agree with that. Matt Yasa, $5, appreciate that. Seeker of Truth, $5, says, my ex-wife was so smart. She lived with her sister and slept on her living room couch for 6 years. Yeah, right. If you're so smart, why aren't you rich? Right. King Life, $5. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, headphones. Yeah. I'm not gonna. Ugh. My boys are a little. Jesus Christ. I'm not doing anything down here. My boys are a little out of whack. There we are. Ooh. God damn. I mean, listen, when they're the size of softballs, guys, you gotta move them around. I mean, there we are. I'm good. Yeah, dude, I've broken headphones. Oh man, what did I do that once? Dude, one time I got so pissed off. I think that was the headphones, Dev. I got so pissed off. A table. I broke a table. Look, listen, I haven't destroyed my own property in a while, so I'm very, very, I'm extremely grateful for that. But, like, all jokes aside, I'm glad that I'm doing better with the temper and all that stuff. Listen, I'm a passionate guy. I'm a high-octane guy. That's just how it is. So, Chris Von Erich, $25, says, women's true self-help tools are wine and Xanax and her cat, Fluffy. Disagree, Chris. Disagree. That was maybe 10 years ago. Now it's liquor. You're probably right on Xanax, mixed with, like, Zoloft, maybe Ambien, and her cats. Sleepy, happy, grumpy, dopey, sleazy, bashful, and Doc. Appreciate that, Chris. I will actually be featuring Chris Von Erich on the show here pretty soon. I'm going to be associating with hang on, guys. All right, so I just heard a bunch of banging downstairs. I didn't know. I had no idea. Had no idea what was going on, and Devin has gone full white girl. So we have these neighbors who they play their music loud enough for us to hear it, which is annoying in and of itself, right? Most of the time, I deal with it. Every once in a while, if it gets bad enough, I'm the guy that goes over there and says, hey, guys, can you turn... Like, I'm not afraid to go over there and tell them, can you turn your music down, right? Devin, however, has felt the need to bang on the walls. Stop with the music. So now there's going to be like 6 niggas coming over here to confront your boy. But that's all right, because Devin's packing. She's got a 9. 9-inch nails. 9-inch nails. Not talking about any weapons. Yeah, that gets on my nerve. Like I'm playing around with that. But yeah, it like I don't know why. Like, dude, like I don't have speakers. Like I can't imagine anyone who listens to music who doesn't use some sort of I don't know. And it's every night. It's actually honestly, it's really not that bad. It's gotten to the point to where I don't even hear it anymore. Anyway. Jay Bode, welcome to the chat privilege. Nixon Talks with $5 Australian says Saturday afternoon in Western Sydney, waiting for my fresh haircut, listening to The Don in the RP community. A listener from the SoundCloud days. Wow. Holy shit. SoundCloud. I haven't been on SoundCloud in like 2.5 years, man. That cut me deep. Appreciate the support, Nixon Talks. James Young says you broke a TV a while ago. Yes, I did. Yep, absolutely. Adric Perez has understood, bro. Appreciate your content, always improving like the rest of us. I'll get that too regardless. I got you stopped, man. Got you stopped. Devin says, well, the music stopped, and now she's saying, try me. Isn't she cute? Right? It's so funny. Listen, Dev, love you to death, sweetie. But do you see how bold she is? If 3 niggas come over here to say, what the fuck? Right? But Devin's going to fight these guys? Right? Now, hold on. Wait a minute now. So let's just say for the sake of argument that 3 dudes come over here, right? If I'm up here and Devin's down there, they're not going to do anything to her. We got to ring, dude, number 1, we got to ring doorbell, right? That'll catch everything that happened. Number 2, if they do anything to her, she's a white girl. So, I guess she's pulling that white girl privilege. So. Oh, that's right. They do have a baby. Damn. All right. Yeah. Yeah, they do have a baby. Yeah. Yeah, I don't it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Love Seat Shouty with the $2 super chat says the Sigma male only drinks high quality H2O. High quality H2O. Love that stuff. Somebody in Sharpe Stream says, anyone know how to deal with these Sigma dudes? You don't have to. They just stand in the corner and brood. So you never have to deal with these idiots. They're either standing in the corner brooding, trying to look mysterious, or they're playing video games. You don't have to, you have to deal with these guys. You don't have to deal with these guys. These like, dude, seriously. These Sigma male guys, trust me, you never, listen, they don't talk to anybody. They're mysterious. They're chick magnets. You don't have to do anything. Listen, no need to deal with them. All right, let us finish, let's close out this article here. Number 10, she continues, modern dating is just gross to them. Talking about smart girls. Number 10, smart women, she continues, appreciate the finer things in life. And the whole swipe right, sliding into the DMs kind of dating scene today is just not for them. Real relationships take more than text messages and one-night stands, and since that's mostly what's out there, a smart woman would just rather not. So this is now the third time she has tried to paint intelligent women as these otherworldly beings who are not a slave to their very biology. Back when I lived in Vegas, I can't tell you how many women I straight up ran through who were in town on business, right? They were in town on business or a conference or some sort of convention. Now, a good number of these women were, dare I say, fairly intelligent. Now, they certainly weren't the geniuses that Miss Pitaro was trying to describe here, but never really took me long to discern that some of these women did possess above average intellect. But guess what? My nights with these bitches ended up exactly the same as my nights ended with any ditzy-haired bimbo, fake boob bimbo I picked up at Dre's, nightclub, a casino, or Senior Frogs right on the strip, which was me smashing them. Women are women, gentlemen. And like I've said throughout this stream, they cannot help who they are, they can't help what they want, or how they act regardless of their intelligence level. Guys, I have slept with women as young as 19 and as old as 45, and every single one of them engaged in sexting, one-night stands, friends with benefits, and situationships. And neither their age nor intelligence seemed to make a difference in how they conducted themselves. Christ. Number 11, they don't hand over their hearts for free. Smart women know how easy Smart women know how easy a heart is to break. They won't be giving theirs away to any Tom, Dick, or Harry just because they thought he was good looking and nice. They've gone through the heartbreak before. They've gone through the heartbreak before with those guys. With those same guys. They've gone through the heartbreak. Let me start that again. Smart women know how easy a heart is to break. They won't be giving theirs away to just any Tom, Dick, or Harry just because they thought he was good looking and nice. They've gone through the heartbreak before with those same guys and won't be doing it again unless they're sure the person is worth it. Translation. Smart women know how easy a heart is to break because they have slept with a lot of men. They won't be giving theirs away to any Tom, Dick, or Harry because they are incapable of pair bonding because they gave their bodies to countless men in their 20s. They've gone through the heartbreak before with those same guys and won't be doing it again because those same guys want nothing to do with them anymore. Number 12, they have great instincts and trust their intuition. Many smart women avoid pursuing relationships with people just because they know that their instincts have their back. If they're given any sort of sign or red flag in the beginning, they're going to get out of there right then and there. They don't need a relationship and they aren't willing to ignore these things to get one. I would like to refer you, if you would, turn in your hymnals, to law number 37 of the 49 laws of Sharpe. I'll wait for everybody to get there. I'll wait for everybody to get there. Brother Samuels, would you help? Would you help Sister Jenkins? She's hard of hearing. There you go. Appreciate that, Brother Samuels. Make sure everybody's there. Law number 37 of the 49 laws of Sharpe states, quote, her red flags inexorably disqualify her for an LTR. His red flags qualifies him for all she has to offer, often at her own expense. Law 37 of the 49 laws of Sharpe. Guys, I'm here to tell you. As a man with a few red flags myself, women of all levels of intelligence never run away from red flags. In fact, it is quite the opposite. When a woman recognizes a red flag in a guy, it makes him even more attracted. It makes him even more attractive. Women don't run from red flags. They run to them. As Tessa and I explained recently in Womanese Volume 3, take a look and listen.
It's a red flag. That turns me on.
If it gets the attention of law enforcement, it gets the attention of young, hot females. Red flags are turn-ons for girls, guys, and that's all there is to it. If a woman says XYZ is a red flag, it means she's turned on by him. Now, it wasn't always like this, guys. You see, back in the day, if a guy had a bunch of tattoos, if he had an extensive criminal record, several children by several different women, maybe even a substance abuse problem or addiction, most women would run for the hills because they knew these kinds of men were not good for them. You fast forward 6.5 decades, and those same men are still every bit as toxic to women as they've ever been. The difference is, today, women actually pursue these kinds of men knowing full well what their dealings with these men will end. So why do women actively chase bad boys today when they steered clear of them all these years ago? Well, the answer is simple. The consequences are much less severe today, if not completely eliminated. See, back in the 1950s and 60s, women who messed around with bad boys risked getting a bad reputation. A scarlet letter of sorts, right? If people knew what she got up to with these guys, she would be all but eliminated from any man's consideration for marriage and family. And if she did the worst thing and actually got pregnant by one of these guys, the family would then send her away to have the child so as to avoid the embarrassment and shame she brought on the family with her reckless behavior. And if she were lucky, maybe, just maybe, she could salvage a sliver of hope to find happiness if, number one, she gave up the kid for adoption. Number two, her parents actually allow her back home. And number three, if they then packed up and moved to the other side of the country. Unfortunately, for a lot of these girls, they weren't so lucky. They ended up destitute with an illegitimate child to take care of. A lot of these girls ended up as transients. A lot of them ended up as gypsies. A lot of them ended up as working girls, sometimes even all three. Got to plug in my iPad here. There we go. No low power mode for you. Now, the consequences that I just detailed were very effective deterrents for young women. Subsequently, most of them were sexually responsible and did not so much as even entertain a man with even one red flag, regardless of how good looking he was. Gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, things could not be any more different here in the 20s. The girl power movement, along with hormonal birth control, removed just about every consequence that came with commingling with men with multiple red flags. And to be honest, why should we expect anything different? Right? If someone knows that they can engage in risky behavior without any immediate, tangible, severe, immediate consequences, then why wouldn't they try it? Why wouldn't they regularly engage in this behavior if they knew it wouldn't have a negative impact in the short term? Now, of course, women who do sleep around do end up suffering down the road. Mental illnesses like depression, anxiety, those kinds of things cripple women mentally. You add that to the fact that their bed romping years have made them useless to any man who is worth a damn, it's no wonder that 1 out of 3 women in her 30s and 40s is on some sort of antidepressant, anti-anxiety medication, a lot of times both. So, Ms. Pataro, miss me with this smart women have great instincts being the reason they avoid men who are not good for them. No, all women have great instincts when it comes to knowing which men to get involved with and which men to avoid. Okay? They know damn well what they're getting into. But today's culture makes it almost too easy for them to consistently make bad decisions. And all that has nothing to do with intelligence. Number 13. They've been through it all before. Oh, wow. Smart women don't start off knowing how to avoid pointless relationships. They do so by being in some, learning the lessons, and taking them into their future partnerships. That's the true picture of brilliance. Being able to learn from mistakes and do it better the next time around. Unfortunately, that can make it much harder to find love because many people fail to rise to the occasion. Let's all open our hymnals again and turn to now Law 33 of the 49 Laws of Sharpe. Law 33 of the 49 Laws of Sharpe. Quote, she is self-destructive by nature. As such, she must be protected from herself. And this is where our society is failing our daughters. We're no longer protecting women from themselves. No woman starts off knowing how to avoid pointless relationships. But the reason they didn't get themselves into these situations in the first place is because their mothers and their fathers did anything and everything to protect the chastity of their daughters. Parents were fully aware of how quickly young women could detonate their lives with just a few bad choices. But because the nuclear family is really all but an endangered species, young women are now having to learn the hard way what not to do and what not to look for when pursuing relationships with men. And it is that very process that renders them useless to most men outside of the 3 holes in their bodies. You see, hardship, strife, pain, adversity, experience, that builds strong men. Looks good on us. Those same things destroy women and makes them look terrible. Listen. Females are simply not designed to suffer the way men do. It wears them down, it ages them quickly, gives them a scorned disposition. That's unattractive to both men and women. This is exactly why women who characterize themselves as strong or say things like, I've made a lot of mistakes, but they've made me stronger, are always unattractive to men of value. Guys who are worth a damn don't want a woman who is seasoned. Men of value don't want women who have been through a lot. They don't want a woman who had to overcome a lot of adversity but are proud because it makes me who I am today. No. Men of value want women who haven't had the innocence and fervor and naivety plowed out of them by 7 skeletons worth of bones. They want women who still have that youthful glow. They want women who have that youthful twinkle in her eye because they're excited and nervous about what the future holds for them. This is another dichotomy that most people, men and women, fail to see. Women are not attracted to innocent-looking or innocent-acting men, and men are not attracted to women who look like they've been through World War II. Now, on the flip side, women are very much attracted to men who are seasoned, experienced, know how to handle themselves in tough situations as a result of having had overcome a lot of adversity. And men are attracted to women who still look as though they have their whole lives ahead of them. If women want to give themselves a fighting chance with men who actually have themselves together, I would suggest that the very first phrase you need to eliminate from your vocabulary, ladies, is I've been through a lot. Because number one, by using this phrase, you're doing this inverse projection thing again, thinking that your battle scars make you attractive to men. And number two, men who know better understand that we understand what this really means. Okay? Men in demand are starting to pick up on this. They're starting to know that when a woman says this, he is going to immediately place her into the bowling ball category. Well, how do you know guys are starting to wake up, Donovan?
I've been through a lot. I've fucked a lot of guys. I've fucked so many guys.
Anytime a girl says she's been through a lot or has made a lot of mistakes, it always means sex. Remember, girls will never say, I fucked a lot of guys. So they'll say, I've been through a lot, which really means I've been through a lot of. I've made a lot of mistakes means I fucked a lot of dudes. That's Al. All right, let us read the super chats here. I've got some really cool stuff to announce. I'm going to be announcing this stuff very, very shortly. Sight Beyond Sight said, all the best for the year and keep getting better. Damn right. Matthew Connor, $5, says, Sigma males more like smegma males. Pfft, okay. See what my Sharpe stream guys are talking about niche here. Commando 1529 says, when are you moving? Missed that part. Yeah, we're moving this. We're moving this summer. We're moving this summer. So we are getting this pretty started. Again, gentlemen, the 49 Laws of Sharpe. The 49 Laws of Sharpe will be released this Monday, January 11th, 2021. And all people, all consumers of the 49 Laws of Sharpe, if you buy the 49 Laws of Sharpe, you will get 50% off of the audio version of the entire Womanese series. That's right, guys. Womanese Volumes 1, 2, and 3 is now in audio format, which means it's much less expensive, and you will get 50% off when you purchase the 49 Laws of Sharpe on Monday for a limited time. So stay tuned for that. Okay, I'm going to announce something here. I am doing an Airpods Pro giveaway. I'm doing an Airpods Pro giveaway. And this is for $20 patrons and up. So what I'm going to do, and the reason I'm doing this actually is because I bought 4 sets of AirPods Pro because I didn't realize that you could use one set of AirPods for all of your Apple devices. And so I thought that only one set of AirPods could pair to one device, but I didn't realize that you could use them all. You could use one on all devices. So my loss is your gain. At the end of the month, I am giving away a free set of AirPods Pro to all $20 patrons. In order to win, you must have the best comment on the Bachelor Breakdowns. If you have the best comment on the Bachelor Breakdowns and you are a $20 patron, and we're going to put this to a vote. I'm not going to be the one to decide. I'm going to put it up on a poll. Patrons are going to decide. Whoever the patrons decide win. That person will win the AirPods Pro. Now, they're not just any pair of AirPods Pro, guys. I'm going to give you a custom black leather case. I'm going to put your name on it. Okay? Put those cool little headphones on it. So it's going to be fully customizable. It'll be your name. They're going to look cool. I'm going to give you 2 or 3 different sets of earplugs there. I've got black ones, I've got blue ones, I've got clear ones. So you'll be able to trick them out, make them look real nice, make them yours. So yes, AirPods Pro giveaway. The best comment on the Bachelor Breakdowns wins. You must be a $20 plus patron to enter. And on February 1st, I will put up a poll early in the morning. Hey, who had the best comment on all of the Bachelor Breakdowns? Whoever has the most votes, the biggest percentage of votes, wins the AirPods, the customized AirPods. Good stuff. All right. Let's see. 1 second. Oh, boy. Simon Harden with the $2 Canadian dollars says, bruh, forget you. I'm playing video games right now. No, you're not. You're watching me. Get all out of here. Oh, and he was hidden. See you, Simon. See, I told you. Dude, I'm telling you, man. This is the thing. There's no such thing as a Sigma male. But the reason why these guys are so upset is because they play video games. They don't want to give them up. They don't want to give them up. Dude, like, I've hit these guys right in the controller. They can't, and they, listen, here's the thing. This is what they're reacting like. They're reacting just like the womanists, right? We talk about game and girls and never feed her before you boink her or whatever the case may be. No, that's not true. Cancel him. Deplatform. No, they want us to deplatform because they know what we talk about works. There's a reason Myron Gaines has gone viral again. Let's actually show that here. So Myron Gaines has gone viral again. Listen and watch.
Fox News recently reported on a life coach named Myron Gaines, who went viral for handing out some felt it was some questionable dating advice. Myron made a TikTok video where he advised men on what they should do if a woman wants to reschedule or take a rain check on their date. The video, which was reportedly deleted off TikTok, has racked up 3 million views. Let's take
this
a look
bitch
at
sounds
When
old
a girl
already.
tells you, hey, let's rain check or reschedule, you simply respond, hey, that's cool, but I'm not really a fan of flaky girls. If we go out, you're going to pay for drinks or dinner or whatever plan you guys had. Because the reality is this, with women, when they give you undesirable behavior, you need to punish it immediately so she knows it's not acceptable.
Boom!
Because if you take her back and take her on a date, after she did some like that, she's gonna think it's okay. Don't reinforce bad behavior with positive treatment, okay?
Yeah, half of these bitches on this panel are single. Half of them are single. Right? But the reason why that our content always gets this reaction is because they know we're telling the truth. They know we're telling the truth. That's why they have such an adverse reaction. If somebody were to make a video, Donovan Sharpe exposed, he's fat, and he lives with his mama. Am I gonna get bent out of shape about that? Huh? Of course not. Why? I'm clearly not fat. Well, not anymore. And I haven't lived with my mother since I was 19 years old. Okay? It's not true, so I'm not going to get all bent out of shape about it. Right? So all these guys who spend hours and hours and hours playing video games, hey, listen. If you want to play video games for 8 hours a day, listen, man, like, do you? Do you? But unless you make money playing video games, unless you're making money playing video games, there's no need to play video games for more than an hour on average a day. Because if you do, you will never reach your full potential as a man. People, these gamers, these Sigma males, lost their minds. Lost their minds. Yes, there is such a thing as a Sigma male, and I play video games for 6 hours a day and I'm ripped. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. If dudes who played video games 6 and 8 hours a day really reached their full potential all the time, then guess what? They wouldn't be upset. Dude, Donovan's an idiot. Know what he was talking about. No. They don't. Someone is telling them the truth about a vice that is holding them back. You have a choice to make. Dude, Myron used to play video games for money. He had to give that up. So, yeah, these Sigma male guys are killing me. Adric Perez, $5, says the main reason that women gravitate toward PhD and the like to level partnership in order not to submit to a man. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. C Platinum 1999 says giving up video games was the best move I ever made. Now I'm in gym. I go to gun range and I'm looking into kickbox classes. Hashtag reality is better. I can't make this stuff up, guys. I'm not paying these guys to say this. And again, if you like playing video games, like, I'm not mad at you. Like, dude, listen, I'll play video games. The only time I play video games now is when I'm on a flight, right? Maybe the last half an hour, 45 minutes, I'll whip out my iPad and I'll play old school Final Fantasy Tactics. Came out in 97 because that's the only game I know how to play. Cool. If you play video games for 2 or 3 hours a day on a Saturday or Sunday, dude, hey, man, knock yourself out, right? You work hard. If that's the way you relax, cool. But if you're playing video games for more than an hour a day every single day, there's nothing wrong with you, but you're not going to reach your full potential as a man. I don't make the rules, man. I don't make the rules. And these guys all coming out of the woodworks. I know a guy, number one, you're a fucking liar because you don't know a guy who's rich, ripped, 10-inch, you know what, has a hot girlfriend and 2 houses and he plays video games 8 hours a day. Yeah, you know what? That guy's name is Ninja. That's Ninja. That's who you're talking about. Technomage B5 says, life is the ultimate video game. Infinite options, no balancing. Biggest game ever invented. Learn to play. Yeah, the real is the new view. Okay, I had a guy call into the show. He called the Patrice O'Neal. Hotline. And listen, I don't want to warn you guys, but I'm asking you guys respectfully to don't be so hard on this guy. I don't want you to be hard on this guy. He's a young guy. He's 25, going through a hard time. Listen, this is a long message. It is a long message. And I want you guys to understand that when guys call the show, when guys call the number, they really are looking for help, right? And I know it's easy to make fun of these guys and he's this and he's that. Listen, that's fine. But you have to understand that we've all been here before, right? Like we've all been in jacked up situations with women. We've all been simps. We've all been simping. Dude, I've been the biggest simp of all, right? So I'm respectfully requesting that you refrain from calling this guy names in the chats because we've all been here before, as Adric Perez knows all about Final Fantasy. Dude, I beat him all the way to 10. RPG, oh, dude, don't get me started, Adric. Don't get me started. Do not get me started. Okay, so without further ado, here is here is anonymous in New York. Here we go.
Hey, Donovan. I'm from New York, and I just have a question about my ex-girlfriend. It's a pretty crazy story. So I'm 25, and I lost my virginity to a woman who was 22. She hit me up on Instagram, thinking I was a different person. So we talked for a week. We met up, and I made it to second base, which was the farthest that I ever went at the time. So I did a lot of things wrong. Number one, by making her my girlfriend like the instant that we met up in person. And the week after that, we ended up having sex. The thing is that she's an orphan, or she was an orphan. I'm 25, she's 22. And the night that I lost my virginity to her, I asked her what her body count was, and she said that it was a lot until I recognized it was supposed to be with someone that I care about. So we dated for 3 or 4 months, and meeting up every week at an Airbnb, smashing, hanging out, stuff like that. And I'm in university right now. I'm going to become a doctor. I'm 2 years into my bachelor's of science in neurobiology and physiology.
Good.
So I basically got my life together, extracurriculars, 3.97 GPA, and all that.
Wow.
So
Smart guy.
before we met, her Instagram was filled with just, stripper memes and basically degeneracy. And when I was with her, it basically transferred into religion, spirituality, positive memes, and stuff like that. So
Of course.
it felt as if I was really impacting her life. She always thought that she would end up alone and single with her 3 cats. Yes, she literally has 3 cats. So she said she was going to join the Navy because she didn't want to work a dead-end job. She signed up for it, and then she backed out. She was supposed to join in the winter, and then she's like, oh no, I'm going to join in the summer so I can learn how to swim. Yeah, okay. She was registered for classes because I go full-time. She stopped and basically flunked out because she moved into her own apartment shortly thereafter.
Uh-oh.
And basically she got a job too at a tanning salon. So she basically spent more time, playing Among Us, that stupid ass video game, and watching TV, as opposed to just, working on herself. So I broke up with her after my parents and family members told me that I could do so much better because I went to private schools. I grew up in a very religious household, but at 25, I was just tired of being a virgin. So I was like, fuck it, let me get some ass. So when I broke up with her, I told her that, I think that our lives are going 2 separate paths, and I don't know, but for whatever reason, whether that was due to complacency or low self-esteem, that she wasn't really trying to achieve anything in her life. And I listened to my literal crackhead uncle, who was a veteran at least, but he'd say, oh no, man, just go with your emotions, hit her back up, because my cousin told me she's going to be riding the cock carousel. Don't check her Instagram because you're going to be fucking devastated. But me, like an idiot, I checked her Instagram, and she still had pictures of us. And she posted a picture of when she came up to my house last time of her and of me in my backyard. So I'm thinking, okay, she must have some type of feeling. So I hit her up. I'm like, hey, that's the handsome dude in your photo. What's up? Do you want to talk? She's like, no, I don't want to talk to you. This is the guy who broke up with me over text. Even though I didn't break up with her over text, I told her over the phone. And then I texted her right after, hey, listen, I still want to be together with you, but I feel as if you have to get your life together. So she said, don't contact me ever again on this number. But at least she didn't block me or whatever. So, I'm willing to make it work if she gets her life together. But I'm just wondering, my question is, what do you think I should do in this situation? I know most people would tell me just move on, but I always thought that the person that I lost my virginity to, I would end up marrying. So I'm wondering, do you think she'll ever contact me again? What do you think the time frame of that would be? I'm really focused on myself. Just finished the semester. I'm going back to jiu-jitsu. It's just, it's kind of painful because I felt as if, there's something could be there. So that's my question. My question is, what do you think I should do in terms of getting her back? Do you think she'll ever contact me? Thanks again, Donovan, for your help.
Okay, Anonymous, thanks for your question, and thanks for watching the show, man. I know that I know it couldn't have been easy, admitting all of that stuff, but I'm glad you did. So let's take this from the top. So first off here, the fact that you recognized that making her your girlfriend for no good reason, that's a good sign, okay? it's clearly a sign that you are on the right path mentally, right? The next thing, there's no such thing as a male virgin, okay? As a man, as a male, you don't lose your virginity. We don't have a hymen to break. No, we have sex for the first time, okay? So when people, hey, when did you lose your virginity? I don't have virginity. The first time I had sex with a girl was when I was 15 years old. Something to that effect. Yeah, I didn't lose my virginity at 15, you know. The first time I ever had sex, I was 15. That's the way you talk about it. Here's another thing. The fact that she was an orphan, I don't know that you realize this, Anon. That is a huge... Listen, this is not a red flag. No, this is a black flag, my friend. Meaning that not only is she not suitable for a long-term relationship, she is not suitable for commitment on any level. Even sleeping with this girl one time is risky. But again, if you understand women, you can get in and get out without a woman like this getting her pound of flesh. Obviously, you're new to this community, so I wouldn't expect you to recognize her for who and what she is, right? And you wouldn't have recognized that you shouldn't have even slept with her, right? But her being an orphan, anonymous, okay, her being an orphan means that she comes with scores of mental issues, my friend. Not the least of which is self-worth, right? And a lack of self-worth in females always manifests itself in extremely promiscuous behavior, okay? Not only that, Devin, off the stream. Get off the stream. Get off the stream. I'm putting you in timeout. Take off your headphones. Get off the stream. Get off the stream. I'll deal with you when I'm done. Fuck out of here with that. Anyway. Off the stream. I'm dead serious. Get out. Anyway, a lack of self-worth in women always manifests itself in extremely promiscuous behavior. Not only that, man. She told you that she thought she was going to end up alone. This means that she clearly lacks self-esteem. Because, listen, if a girl at 22 thinks that she'll end up alone, a girl at 22 thinks that she'll end up alone is a girl who is damaged well beyond repair. The third thing I want to point out is that you should absolutely, positively, never, ever ask a woman what her body count is. She's never going to tell you the truth, guys. Okay? And even if she did, you're never going to be okay with the number. I don't care if it's 5 or 55. When a girl tells you how many men she has slept with, it is always a gut shot. Now, as far as her Instagram goes, listen, that's the typical behavior of someone who is trying to sell you purity, right? When you committed to her, she went into preservation mode to try to convince you that she is sexually discriminate, right? The fact that she had stripper memes on her Instagram tells you all you need to know about her. But again, I understand that you're not experienced, right? So just put that in the back of your mind and understand how women like this are. This is how this goes. This girl also sounds extremely impulsive, which again, these are behaviors indicative of women. She wanted to join the Navy, she backed out. She registered for classes, she flunked out. Her behavior tells you that she rarely sees things through to the end and runs for the hills the minute there's any adversity. What that behavior should tell you, Anon, is that at the first sign of trouble, she's going to pull the ripcord in your relationship. Always pay attention to the way a woman operates in her daily life, right? Because a lot of times women operate exactly the same way in their romantic lives. If she's flaky with a friend, she'll be flaky with you. If she quits anything she starts, she's definitely going to quit with you. If there's something she wants to do on a whim, like, I don't know, join the Navy or join classes, she's going to sleep with other guys on a whim. So always pay attention to the way a woman operates outside of her dating life. And I know this is a lot of information, Anon, but you can always go back and watch this, provided this stays monetized. Next, you mentioned that she got an apartment on her own. My friend, I am 274% certain that she was sleeping with other guys in her apartment, okay? Anytime a woman lives alone, she is extremely promiscuous because she doesn't have to be accountable to anyone, okay? This is why young women used to live with their parents until they got married. So, all of that said, there are a couple of things, there are a few things that I'm going to advise you here on. A few things. Number one, you're expecting too much of women, okay? Women are not going to be as driven as you are as a man, okay? you are going to be a neurobiologist. Right? Like, seriously. Neurobiology. And you're getting ready to get back into jiu-jitsu. Girls don't have that same kind of determination, man. And expecting her or any other woman to have the same kind of ambition that you do is going to leave you disappointed every time. But even if you do, super ambitious girls are a headache and are generally unattractive. Number 2, you're gonna have to understand the concept of socioeconomic status. You obviously come from an affluent family, having gone to private school and whatnot. This girl you're chasing, dude, she can't even comprehend the life that you've lived. You two are in two very different classes. Your family recognizes this, which is why they told you could do so much better. And they're right. You can do much better than a girl who sleeps around, who grew up as an orphan. Number 3, this is a big one. You need to extinguish that thought that the woman you are going to marry is the woman you have sex with for the first time. That is a recipe for disaster, especially like the girl you're talking about, okay? And again, I'm not trying to be too hard on you, but your thinking is extremely antiquated, okay? Your mind is telling you it's 1921, but we live in 2021. And wanting to marry the first girl you have sex with in this day and age is going to lead to catastrophe, okay? There are 2 things you need to do. 2 things you need to do before you start entertaining thoughts of having a long-term relationship. The first thing is you need to sleep with at least 49 more women, okay? Myron thinks it's 50. I say 35. I'll call it 50. 35 and 35. You need to sleep with more women. Having that much experience will make you much more discerning when you select the woman you are going to commit to, if you even do select one at any point at all. Yes, you're going to be hurt. Yes, you're going to get cheated on. Yes, you're going to experience pain. But this is a necessary process you're going to have to go through if you want to become better with women. One of the many reasons I'm good with women is because I've been cheated on. Dude, I've been cheated on by a lot of different women. And while these experiences did suck, it helped me to sort of become the man I am today, right? You have to tear something down before you build it back up. The same principle applies when dealing with women. The second thing you need to do is you need to live at least 10 years. I know you've probably never been told this before, okay? And you could probably never comprehend it. But at 25 years old, there is absolutely, positively no reason a guy like you should even be thinking about having a long-term relationship. A guy like you should be focusing on getting that neurobiology degree, becoming a black belt in jiu-jitsu, stacking money, building and maintaining a solid physique. So just imagine yourself as a 35-year-old man who makes well into 6 figures, who's in great shape, live a great life, and is a black belt in the martial art. Dude, you will be absolutely positively spoiled for choice. In fact, it'll actually start to become a problem. And listen, I'm not saying that facetiously. I'm being serious. Women are going to be throwing themselves at you, and it's going to start to get annoying. Number 3, the third of 4 things I'm going to advise you to do. You are suffering from what we call in this community, one-itis. This is what happens when you are fixated on one girl thinking that she is the one and only woman that can make you happy, or that she's the only woman that you can get. Now, this is perfectly normal given the circumstances. She's the first girl you ever had sex with, so this was inevitable. It's nothing to be ashamed of because, listen, I've had one-itis plenty of times. And everyone in the chat, I guarantee you they have too. So you're certainly not alone in this regard. What you're going to have to do here is you're just going to have to occupy yourself and stay busy. It's going to take you a while to get over her, right? Especially because she's her first. But if you're busy, if you busy yourself with as many tasks, assignments, hobbies, whatever you can do, that will help the process go by a little more quickly. And number 4, and this is why I really, really need you to pay attention here. Because this could quite literally, and I'm not exaggerating, this could quite literally be the difference between you living the life you want to live and being fucking miserable. Do not, and I mean do not, under any circumstance, have unprotected sex with this girl. Don't have sex with her anyway. But if you ever get weak and she comes around, do not hit it raw. Dude, you are going to be a neurobiologist. And if you knock this broad up, she's going to be that crazy broad who used to be an orphan. That chick is going to be entitled to at least half of your present and future earnings. And that's not counting alimony if you marry her like an idiot. What you need to understand about this girl you need to understand you're the best she's ever going to do. Okay? I know you don't think so right now. I know you don't think so right now. But years later, she's going to think back. She's going to think back on the guy. She's going to think back on the guy I played games with, right? Who was 2 years into his neurobiology degree, right? Dude, I'm telling you right now, his name is Matt. Matt, I'm just going to call him Matt. Nobody knows who Matt is. What you need to understand about this girl, Matt, is that you, like I said, you are the best she will ever do. Listen, there are scores of girls who have regrets about the way they treated guys who weren't quite as established at the time, but were well on their way, right? They treated girls think to themselves, man, I wish I had stayed with Jake. He was in year 3 of the law school, but I cheated on him with, the hot guy who used to play semi-pro ball. I wish I hadn't cheated on Alex. Alex was in his first year of residency at the local hospital. Now he has his own practice and he's worth 7 figures. Matt, you are the guy she's going to pine over for the rest of her life, man. You're it. You're going to be the one. You're going to be the one that got away. But if you give in and you get back with this girl, and God forbid, have a kid with this woman, your life is effectively over. I'm not exaggerating. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you get back with this girl, she is going to destroy your life. So occupy yourself with hobbies, right? Tasks, friends, whatever. Whatever it takes to stay away from her and to keep her off your mind, you have to do it. Matt, I know this is going to be hard, man. And dude, I know you're hurting, man. I know you're hurting. Dude, I know exactly how you feel. Because trust me when I tell you, I've been there many, many times before. Okay? And it is far from easy to do. But if you can get over this girl, I can promise you it will get easier. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you'll never be hurt again. But what you're experiencing right now is probably going to be the worst emotional pain involving a woman that you will ever feel in your life. So I can confidently say that it will get easier from here. Just make sure you can get through this without getting back with her. That is the best I can do. So hopefully he was watching. Pardon me. So hopefully he was watching. I just wanted to give him a little bit of advice. And you can see how lost guys are, man. Like, dude, it's the first girl he's ever had sex with. It's like he doesn't know what to do, man. Like this girl, like, dude, this girl is playing him like a fiddle, and she thinks he's always gonna be around. She's putting him on the back burner so she can sleep with the bad boy, and then she thinks that he's gonna be there for her when she's 32. No, No, Matt is the best that girl will ever do. Neither of them knows it yet, but he's the best she'll ever do. He's the best she'll ever do. All right. Let's see if MLD. Waiting on a text from MLD. Very good. All right, good stuff. So MLD should have landed. I think his plane landed like 8:30, something like that. Matthew Connor, good to see you in here. Mark Armani says, I was like this. Yeah, man. Listen, she's broken, dude. And dude, like, through no fault of her own, man. Like, dude, some very bad things happened to women, dude. It's impossible to think about. Very bad people do very bad things to children, man. And that to me is an incomprehensible nightmare. I can't even imagine. That being said, my heart goes out to these women. Not your problem. These women will rain terror down on your life, man. They will absolutely destroy you. They'll destroy you. They absolutely will. And listen, I'm gonna tell the story. I'm gonna finish telling the story, the second half of the biggest heartbreak of my life. What is today? Friday? I think I'm gonna premiere that Sunday or Monday morning. Sunday or Monday morning, the worst heartbreak of my life, I'm gonna tell you guys Amy's backstory. This is going to explain why she was the way she was. It was a messed up situation. It was through no fault of her own. But guess what, man? Like, I can't, listen, you as a man can't be held responsible for what another man did, dude. Another man or a woman. Like, your heart goes out to these women. You can't be in relationships with these females, guys. They will destroy, dude, listen, I speak from personal experience. These women will destroy you. They will destroy you. Myron Gaines is in the house. Says not being aware of female nature will set you up for failure. See, Myron Gaines is a G, right? So I made him a moderator so he doesn't have to be a member to be in the chat, but he still became a member. Shout out to Myron Gaines. Shout out to Myron Gaines. Actually, season 2 of One-on-One with Donovan Sharpe, I haven't told Myron this yet, but I'm going to fly him and Fresh Prince CEO out here to TSR Tower, Studio B. And so those guys are going to be, it's going to be like a double guest, like the Solo TV 84C Boogie, Steve the Dean Williams, Mr. Lucario thing. So the Fresh and Fit guys will be in the house. I have no idea when that's going to be. My schedule is just going to be, my schedule is ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. Dude, I'm putting out TikTok videos every night. I've written a book. I'm shooting Womanies Volume 4 next weekend. I've got MLD at Studio B tomorrow. Holy moly, what else is there? I've got Womanies Volume 5 in a month and a half. I'm going to be shooting that. Then I'm going to be flying my guys out to Vegas for the Conference of Masculine Excellence to shoot the marketing videos. It is going to be an absolute whirlwind. An absolute whirlwind. So, yeah, listen, congratulations to Myron Gaines, man. He's gone viral. Dude, he's gone viral. This is what happens. This is what happens when you keep it real. That's what happens when you keep it real. So, were there any more? I don't think I had anything else. Let me check my Stream Deck. No, I think, yeah, that's it. That's it. Guys, don't forget to pick up. Do not forget to pick up the 49 Laws of Sharpe. That is going to drop. That's going to drop this Monday. It's going to drop this Monday. You buy the 49 Laws of Sharpe, you get the audio version of Womanese, the entire series, at half off. 50% off for a limited time. So guys, be sure to save your stimulus money for that. Very much looking forward to that. Guys, listen, be sure to tune in tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific for the premiere of Season 2 of One-on-One with Donovan Sharpe. I've got John from Modern Life Dating in studio. He's about 20 minutes east of here. And a good friend of ours went and scooped him up. So I am definitely looking forward to finally meeting this guy in person, hanging out with this guy. And so tomorrow we've got One-on-One with Donovan Sharpe. Tomorrow evening we've got episode 2 of Crypto Oasis. Don't forget that. Then of course Sunday we've got Weights and Dates with Myron Gaines at 6 o'clock, followed by the 7 at 8:30. So extremely busy schedule for your boy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to MLD. I'm going to get him to share his origin story with us. I'm going to find out how he became such a douchebag. Definitely going to find out how that happened. So looking forward to, breaking bread with him. I've known him for quite a while, and I'm very, very much looking forward. I'm very, very much looking forward to meeting up with him at long last. That's going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. Thank you all for your support. I will see you tomorrow at 3:30 for the season premiere of One-on-One with Donovan Sharpe. Take care, guys. Get thousands of hours of content not found anywhere on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Link in description.